I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's collective tarot love reading. So we're just going to jump straight in the collective, pull a crowning card, then we'll pull additional cards collective. And so let's see what's going on with both you and your person. So let's go. Okay, the Magician card. Alright, collective. I want to pull some more cards on that one if that's alright with you. Just before I start my spiel, I just want to make sure before I say anything. So let's see, let's start deep. Okay, so you're coming in with the Seven of Wands. Alright. You're coming in with the Eight of Cups. Okay, you're coming in with the Hermit card. You're coming in with the Three of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups here, collective. You have the Four of Cups. You have the Five of Cups. You have the Death card. You have the Page of Wands. And you are coming in with the Knight of Wands here, collective. Let's have a look. All right, excuse me. Ooh, I should say. Let me add up your cups, and you have some really serious cups on the board here, collective. 8 is 12, 12 and 5. You are coming in with 15, 16, 17. 17 is 27. 27 is the Tower. 7, 8, 9. Here, collective. 9 Wands. So this is talking about a situation your person is dealing with at this time. Okay? Yeah, of course you're here, collective, but this Magician card has to do with your person, those that are around them, and of course yourself. Here, collective. Now, what it's talking about here in your reading, you distanced yourself from this situation. You've kept your distance from your person. Here. Because you had to make that conscious effort here, collective, to focus on yourself, is what your reading is talking about, and learning to get things correct, but correct for you here, collective, is what it's saying. And that didn't mean here being involved in your person's environment, social clique here, collective. Because to you, here, collective, you had to get it right. You had to be correct. If you had stayed in this cycle with your cycle, if you had gone into your person's environment, and if you would have stayed in that environment, what your reading is saying is that it was very toxic. because everybody talked about everybody here. There was a lot of negative here, and what it's talking about here, collective, is that you had your own negative to deal with. This is what your reading's talking about. So the best decision here for you, collective, was to keep your distance and focus on you and what you needed to do. All right? Now, what it's also talking about here in terms of your person is there's a lot of regret for what they created and brought into their reality here, because it went to custard for your person. The toxicity, the patterns and habits here, the negative attachments just got too much for your person. Also yourself here, collective. And so that cycle ended. It's ending out for your person is what it talks about here in your reading. You're coming in here, collective. You're coming in with your person facing judgment here. Yeah, of course, I talk about that intuitive nudge here in your reading, but what that intuitive nudge is telling your person is that people aren't being open and honest to your person. So let me break it down, okay? So let's deep dive and let's see what's going on. So you're coming in with the Magician card, and I spoke about the Magician card here, collective. In terms of yourself, it is coming in as self-mastery. So you had to deal with your own negative. Now, in terms of your person, what it talks about here in your reading is that they created a lot that came into their environment. It was created from a negative mindset here in your reading. But for your person, what it talks about here in your reading, of course, they tried to change it. And they tried to change that by way of their own actions and taking a different action, a different approach. But the outcome was always the same. They never really got their desired results when they're coming in with the Magician card here in your reading. What it created for your person was a huge, that emptiness just got bigger. And what it also talks about here, collective, is your person tried to fill that emptiness here with patterns and habits here, other people looking outside of themselves for love. Now all of that here, collective, has turned around, and all of that is now judging your person. This is how your reading is coming in with all these cards here, collective. Now, you are coming in with the Seven of Wands. And so what the Seven of Wands is talking about here, collective, for your person and yourself, here you can't be fooled. You're not going to be fooled anymore because you already know about yourself, coming in with self-mastery here. Now, in terms of your person, what it talks about there in your reading, collective, is your person is very protective over you. There is some kind of truth that is coming in for your person in terms of you. And what this truth is here, collective, is that your person is in love. Here. Now, what it also talks about here in your reading is that what your person created and brought into their reality was not made from love. And this is the difference between you and your person. This is what your reading is saying. Okay, let's keep going. All right, collective. Now you're coming in with the Eight of Cups. And so what the Eight of Cups is talking about here, collective, is your person's emotions. Here. You're coming in with the void. You're coming in with ignoring here, collective. Now what this is saying here to your person is that they need to understand the void, why they have that avoidance, why they get triggered here, collective. They need to understand the void, how to understand the void and where it comes from, so that your person can deal with the triggers here in your reading. Your person is learning to understand the past and how that past for your person impacted greatly on their life from childhood to adulthood here, collective. This is what it talks about in your reading. One minute, guys. I just want to try something here. That program is ending out, is what it talks about here in your reading. See, what it talks about here in terms of the, I'll leave it at the Eight of Cups. This is ending out for your person. This is a past program. And this has kept your person trapped in fear here in your reading. And this Eight of Cups grew. This is what it talks about for your person. And because they brought it into their reality, it's saying here in your reading, for your person, like attracts like. So they attracted a lot of this people, places and things that were just like your person. They attracted that towards them. But what it also talks about here in your reading, collective, is your person didn't know how to change it. They didn't know how to solve this problem because it was becoming a problem for your person, but they didn't know what to do. But what they are doing here, collective, is they're ending it out. This is what it's talking about. Now you're coming in with the Hermit card here, collective. The Hermit card is you. This is what it's saying. You kept your distance here. To you, that was the best decision to make. You learned a hell of a lot when it came to your person and their social clique and people that were in your person's environment, and you distanced yourself from that. That's what I'm getting here, collective. In order to get it right, in order to come in correct, but you had to work on that here. You had to make that conscious effort to change. The change wasn't to go into your person's environment here, a changed person. No, what it was talking about here, collective, was you needed to sort out your own negative here to be correct in yourself, so that as you came into the Magician card here, collective, so you could very well have a social media platform, and that took all your time and attention. Now you're coming in with the Three of Cups, and so what the Three of Cups is talking about here in your reading is that this had the control when it came to your person. All right, collective. So in terms of the Ace of Cups, this is a different Ace of Cups that's over here. Your person had a cup of love, but that cup of love was filled with a lot of negative patterns of thinking, toxic behavior here, collective, patterns and habits here. When you're coming in with the Three of Cups, the Three of Cups talks exactly about that. It can be friends here, collective, it can be family, depending on how your person saw their family here, collective, and it could also be intimate partners here in your reading. Okay. And that to your person was love here in your reading. All right, let's keep going. Now you're coming in with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is bringing in a tower here, collective. Here, of course, what your person had in their cup, okay, collective, is coming away. What they perceive, their perception of love, no longer putting up walls, no longer holding on to this cup of love anymore, is what your person was what's happening here, collective. When it comes to your person. Now you're coming in with the Four of Cups, and so what the Four of Cups is talking about here, once again, collective, it talks about negative here. It talks about neglect, rejection, and abandonment when it comes to your person. So your person stopped loving themselves is what it talks about here. Because love to your person was pain. This was their perception, was pain, hurt, and fear. And so what it talks about there in terms of the Four of Cups is that's how your person treated other people. Your person had options here in your reading, and you knew that. You knew your person had options. They always had options, but they treated them a certain way. This is what it's saying. And which is also part of why your person is facing judgment at this time. Okay. Now you're coming in with the Five of Cups. And so what the Five of Cups is talking about here in your reading, collective, is this person's foundation. They're going through, like I said, judgment here, collective, but it's also an ego for your person. They're going through some kind of ego death here where they have to face their own negative patterns and habits here, collective. You're coming in with embarrassment for your person. There are things here your person's not proud of. But they have to be responsible for some of the actions that they've taken here, collective. Well, for most of them here, responsible. They need to be accountable. It also talks about humility here, coming in with the Five of Cups. And that's a really harsh judgment here, collective. When you come in with humility for the Five of Cups. Humility is not embarrassment, it is not shame. Humility here in your reading is taking ownership of your own negative, of what you've done in the past here. But what it also talks about in terms of humility here, collective, is coming out of an ego. Surrender the ego here. It's about not thinking here, well, this is how I see it, not thinking that you're better than anybody else. You're just like others here. And your person is coming in with the Five of Cups. Okay. Now you're coming in with the Death card. And so what the Death card is talking about here, collective, it's ended. Your person doesn't want to go back to a past cycle. Here in your reading, they're definitely ending that out. You know, your person is actually coming in as the Hermit card too. Your person has pulled back from everybody here in your reading. All right, collective. Now you're coming in with the Page of Wands. And so what the Page of Wands is talking about here in your reading is your person wants to reach out to you here. Just before I hit your last card here, collective, I'd just like to say I offer counselling, mentorship, advice, programs, and tarot readings. If you're interested, check out the details in the description box below. I am not just a tarot reader. All right, now you're coming in with the Knight of Wands. And so what the Knight of Wands is talking about here, collective, is this past cycle that your person was in. Yeah, they've got to come out of that cycle is what it talks about. And this is why your person is facing judgment. here in your reading. You know, your person is getting that intuitive nudge here, collective, but that nudge is telling them people are talking about them. That's what I'm getting here in your reading. So it's compassion and empathy here. Now's not a time to judge or blame your person. Now's not a time to say, oh, well, they did it to themselves. Now's not a time to be like that, like to be like everybody else here, collective. Yeah, your person's in hermit mode at this time. Okay, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your reading, collective. Join us in the Facebook group, and I will catch you later. Bye.